guys, it's me, the Amethyst. Welcome back to my channel. Today is B-Day! Yay! So we're seeing Bonang today. In fact,
we're ready. Yo,
yeah, guys. Like, I'll just go straight into the video. Please like, subscribe, and share. Whatever, do the things, guys. Oh my god! Like, I can't breathe. I can't breathe. Can you tell I'm suffocating right now? See you guys in the next. So as I was saying, who's still there? Guys. Hey guys, we are on campus right now, waiting for your girl B. Oh my god, guys! So here's the poster. There it is, there it is. We're excited to see the queen! Okay, bye guys. Guys, there's everybody going for Bonang. It's gonna be marvelous. Okay, there's commotion. Everyone's trying to get in and see Bonang. Oh my god, hey! Okay, you don't want to be in the vlog.
Are you vlogging?
Yes, I'm vlogging. You don't wanna, okay. We're all trying to get in. We need to go in one by one. We all wanna get in and be in the front is the issue.
Okay,
yes, we're gonna see three. Okay, we're about to go in. Like, there's like a whole ass queue, right? Everyone wants to go in.
She's gonna get kicked out, it's fine. Just wait here. We have a waiting list for people.
Okay, what's up? What is up here? Hey guys. Okay, we're all going in. We're all trying to see the queen.
Queen B! Queen B! Dumela Queen B! Dumela Queen B!
A few inches later.
God, guys, just look at me. I'm shaking.
One of SA's most
the biggest.
The best.
The queen!
Let's give another round of applause.
And that the Midas Touch is usually a presentation, and because there's just usually so much to cover, I was saying to your lecturers today that we need to be very specific in terms of what we want to achieve here this afternoon and what our outcome is going to be at the end of today. After I have spoken to you, what is it that you want to know and what is it that you want to achieve, whether it's your personal branding, whether it's understanding your purpose, whether it's kind of figuring out what direction you're moving in, you know, professionally, wherever else. So while we're sitting here, you know, I really want us, I know we're all very excited. I just wanted to kind of make sense, be intentional, and be very deliberate. I'm somebody who doesn't believe in wasting time, because I believe time is more precious than money. Money you can make back, time you cannot. So, you know, whatever we do today, let's make sure that we make it worth our while. But in terms of personal branding, it's very difficult to start because it's such a wide subject. So maybe if somebody can give me a specific question regarding personal branding so that I sort of know where exactly to start, because I do not know where you are mentally, what you're thinking, or what it is you want to know today. So can we start with that?
Hi, Bonang. In terms of personal branding and relevance, what do you think it is about you that's kept you so relevant over being in the industry for over 15 years? Do you think it's respect? Do you strategically plan what you do? Is it consistency, your work ethic? What do you think it is specifically about you that keeps you so relevant?
That's a beautiful question. Thank you very much. There are many aspects that go into success. There are many aspects that go into relevance. There are many aspects that go into moving forward in life. But I think the first thing that I do in terms of whatever project that I'm about to get into is to make the decision, to actually decide to say, okay, this is what I'm going to do. This is what I want to achieve from it. And then how am I going to get there? It's all good and well that we all have dreams, we all have aspirations, we all have things we want to do, things we want to have happen, and before a certain time, but those are just things that you're saying. But until you actually deliberately stand up to do something, that's only when things can start getting into motion. So the first decision is deciding what it is you want to do, right? I've had many talks, and I hope you've watched. I did a NetBank talk a couple of years ago where the first thing that you do is you need to find what's unique about you, something that makes you different from the next person. Think about what it is about you that you could bottle and sell. For me, I know it's my personality and my voice, so I bottled it and I sold it. Also, when you ask yourself, what is it, the one thing that you can do every single day of your life you could do it without needing to be paid? That's the one thing you absolutely love. And that's where your talent and your passion lies. So if you ask yourself, what is the one thing that even if I wake up every day and it just brings joy to my life and I wouldn't mind being paid for it, that is what you're supposed to be doing with your life. Because once you are doing something that comes easy, it is love, and therefore it doesn't feel like work. So one, what is it about yourself that you can bottle and sell, right? And then two, after I've discovered what it is about me that's amazing, what am I going to do about it, right? So am I going to start research? Am I going to get a mentor? Am I going to try to get into that industry? Am I going to surround myself with people that it's whatever it is? What am I going to do about it, right? And that comes with planning, because when you fail, when you plan, life cannot happen to you or at you, right? And when you fail to plan, there's many things that can happen. What planning does, it gives you a vision, it gives you a clear path, it tells you exactly where you need to go, how you're gonna get there, and it also gives you a deadline, right? That's a plan. And what a plan does is that even if you sway off to the left or the right, you can always go back and make sure that your plan is still in the back of your head. So planning. And then number 3 is personal branding. And what I find is, and what a lot of people don't realize, that who you surround yourself with has a great impact on your personal brand. My mother always says to me, if you look at the 5 people you spend the most time with, right? Those 5 people are a reflection, or a little bit of reflection of you. So look at the 5 people that you surround yourself with. Do they inspire you? Do you talk about clubs or you talk about money? Do you talk about building houses or do you talk about slaying Instagram? Do you talk about, are we building houses and are we getting the land back? Are we starting businesses? Are we going to be great? Or are we thinking about, sumo's great. but sumo's not going to be great in 15 years. Right? Let me tell you something about life. Life is very, very, very long. What you were doing at 21, 19, 18, you won't be doing it in the next 5 years. You won't be doing it in the next 7 years. You won't be doing it in the next 10 years. But what are you doing now to plan for when you are 10 years from today? Because what you're living is actually your future. And when you are failing to plan, life is happening. And the thing is, you know what, when people wake up all of a sudden, oh my gosh, I'm 35. Where did the time go? It's because you're living for now. And that's what I feel people, young people are doing, is that we're living for today. And what I did when I was 16, I said, how is my life going to look when I'm 25? How is my life going to look when I'm 35? I turned 32 a couple of weeks ago, and I know exactly how my life is going to be when I'm 35. Because when I'm 35, I know there's certain things that I want. You understand? I want a house, I want money, I want a car, I want to make sure I have a job, I want to be able to go on holiday, I want to be able to get, fly first class, I want to be able to do all those things. So what am I doing now to prepare for 15 years from today? And that's how life works. Successful people always say to you, what's your 5-year plan? Your mother will always say, ask your boyfriend what's his 5-year plan. Those things are important. So one, who is around you? What are they planning for themselves? Because you need to be around people that inspire you. Because then you're gonna all sit there and all you're gonna do is talk about shit all day. That is not going to help you, right? So who are the 5 people you spend the most time with? And then, right. And then the next point is time. You need to respect time. You need to value time. You need to show time some respect. I started working at the age of 14. I only started kind of seeing the fruits of my labor at the age of about 24, 25. And what's so unfortunate about the people that are, living and growing right now is that it's instant gratification. We want everything now. I want to be a CEO now. Now, I want money now. I want everything now. And life does not work like that. Life does not work like that. One, everything that's worth having is worth putting time and effort into. Number one. So if you make peace with yourself, that say, okay, no, this is going to take some time. Be honest with yourself. That's number one. Be honest with yourself. And then be nice to yourself. Do you know what I mean? Don't be so hard on yourself. That's another thing. Everything in the world takes time, right? And then another point that I find is very, very important is what anchors you? What keeps your feet on the ground, right? What is the one thing that, whether it's spiritually, whether it's family, whether it's God, whatever, what pulls you towards yourself when life can be full of rubbish? What is that one thing that pulls you towards yourself? And then, what keeps me relevant? Let me see. That was not me. Another thing that I realize is they call it being woke. It just means being conscious. Being aware of your surroundings, right? Because you need to know where the world is in order to know where the world is going. And you cannot do that unless you're conscious. Consciously aware of what's happening around you. Consciously aware of what your enemies are doing. The people you love. The places you want to go. The people you want to be like. The places you want to fill. The tables you want to sit at. The conversations you want to have. The friends you want to be surrounded with. You need to know and be conscious and understand. And feed yourself with knowledge. Be conscious. Because when you're conscious, it means you care enough to know, because you care enough about yourself. And somebody that understands where the world is has a clearer understanding and can make a more conscious decision of where it's going. Right? And then something else that I think is very, very important is something called focus. Very, very tough. Focus, I think, is the most difficult of it all. I always tweet, was it start your distractions and feed your focus? It works like that. You know, in life, things are going to be thrown at you. Big, small, rubbish, all sorts of things. All sorts of things are going to be thrown at you. But you know the people that are successful. You know the only difference between people that are not successful and people that are successful. People that are successful just complete the job. And you know what success is? It's another word for reward. Yes? Yes. Success is a reward. So when you complete something and you complete it well, what do you get at the end? The reward. And reward is usually how you feel because you are successful. You have successfully completed a task. That's it. That's what success is. And once you start something, you have to complete it. Because completion comes with fulfillment. It comes with wholeness. It comes with fullness. And it comes with, I'm the shit. I can actually be committed to one thing, finish it, and do something else. Do you know how addictive success is? Once you get into it's like a habit. Once you get into the habit of working, you get into the rhythm, and more success comes, and then more success comes, and then it becomes easier and easier and easier. But you need to start, and then you need to complete, because once you have completed something, there is a reward. And also once you need to be comfortable as well with success. I think success sounds like something that's so unattainable. Once you break things down to make them easier for your mind to understand, your mind can wrap its head around it. I don't know if that makes sense. It's like negativity. You know how let me tell you about something else. I'm going to move now to something else. I read a book. I'm reading a book now by Oprah Winfrey. It's called A Path Made Clear. I think that's what it's called. And it's basically about, every single person on this earth has a purpose. And everybody on earth has to figure out what their purpose is. So what this book does, it helps you kind of understand your purpose, how to recognize it, how to use your sixth sense, that little brain. You need to be brave enough to believe in whatever it is that you are coming up with is going to work. And that's the power of the mind. I did not know that B&G was going to work. I just said, you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it amazing. And then, goodness me, can it just work? And if it doesn't work, guess what? I was going to come up with something else. You understand? Innovation, it means evolution. Evolution is just growth. And in order for your personal brand to be in line with your, the things, your innovations, it needs to be true to you. And then you go back to what it is that you could do every single day without being paid. That's what you absolutely love. And if those two things are, running parallel to one another, you won't work a single day in your life.
Wow.
As we are still admiring the Queen Miguel.
That's your phone shooter.
Not gonna lie, Bonang, I wasn't an avid fan, but now I'm like, homegirl works. She pushes, dog. She is so inspirational. She is that girl. She's that bitch.
She did that.
She did that, and
Yes.
she's been doing it, and she's gonna continue doing it, because that bitch plans. Sorry to call her a bitch, but that lady plans.
That
dog.
woman, that queen.
Yo, that woman, bro. Yo, that sovereign dog. Fuck y'all.
We love you, Bonang. We love you, B. Mugali. Bye.